Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath, and this reading's for Libra for June 2018. Half the year's gone. Can you believe that? Last year was never ending. This year is flying by. I got a couple announcements to make before we start, and that's the prayer classes out there and the suture classes. The sutras are in two parts. Two short videos out there about them. You might want to go look at it. I think the videos are probably like 5 or 6 minutes long. Explains it all. The sutras are excellent. They're thought forms you put into a meditation practice. It takes 5 minutes a day. It enhances your clear perceptions. You can do it in bed at night right when you're falling asleep, and it makes an amazing, amazing difference. So anybody who's doing this work, wanting to do this work, or any of us that just want to have clearer vision, this is a really wise thing to do. So that's my announcement. Anyhow, I pulled 4 cards for us for the month. Going to use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month, and we will pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. I have 2 new decks of cards. If I ever get time to sit down and look at them, they look really interesting. They're over there on the table behind me, but I haven't had any time to look at what they are. Maybe we'll use those if I can get some time to sit with them, even if I don't know them yet. They look exciting anyhow. Akashic record card. Thought that might be interesting. Well, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so all of us Libras are named Frankie for the time of this reading. And look at your moon sign and rising sign. It just gives you a more comprehensive view of the month and way more information if you know those. The other thing is, I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they're going to blend as a theme throughout the month. I have a message for us, and it's like, first part's kind of a little bit crazy, but it's if anything radical happens to us this month, right? Stop, take the breath, because it's going to require us to make adjustments in our life, all right? We are better to stop, take the breath, and make the adjustment, or we will be unwisely very, very reckless. And that is not like us Libras. And they're saying to me, Spirit's saying, heads up, Libra, people are actually listening. So people are listening to us this month, which makes me think with that adjustment, maybe we want to really consider what we're saying or writing or things like that, because it's actually a really good month. I think we're going to meet new people, maybe get new bosses at work, things like that. We have really good words and pretty good cards, and our words are commitment, support, wisdom, flexibility, adjustment, and depth. And I think we're actually going to have a good month, but just remember that adjustment thing. I'm not quite sure. I think these messages are coming at me off of a more astrological thing, and so go look at astrologers. There's a new energy coming in this month, I believe, that can be a little bit, crazy, but we're Libra, we're balanced. We can adjust, even if we don't actually want to. If it's called for, we can do it, because we are the sign of balance. And what's our first card? The Two of Pentacles. Balance to the maximum, other than the Temperance card. When we get this card here, it can be we're getting income from 2 different sources. Maybe a lot of us are working a lot of overtime, which would be, or we're committed to making more money. Maybe we are putting, that we're flexible. Maybe some of us, if we were in school and our parents were supporting us, now we're coming home from school and they're saying, hey, cut to the chase, out, get a job, kid, you need to pay your own way. Not necessarily, but this means our money can be good. It can mean that we are also saving, right, for something special or putting funds away, and that makes us feel a little tight. We can't be as flexible in our spending as we want in that case, or do everything like that. Depth from within. My friends want to go here and I want to do this. But this could be the reasoning behind it, but it does really bode well for finances. So being as twos are choice cards, right? If there's something that I can do in the material world, like maybe make a presentation that might get me a promotion, get me more support at work, show that I'm committed and that I'm smart, I know what I'm doing, and I'm saying I'm smart and I know what I'm doing because of another card that I'm seeing here, might be of benefit. So if I'm juggling like crazy, maybe I want to come down on one side or the other, you know, and maybe be a little less flexible and make that choice from within, and my wisdom and my inner guidance system, telling me maybe if it's at work. These are general readings. I can't, hone it down. If it's in a love relationship, maybe I want, because that's a physical plane thing too, maybe I want to make my choice between this guy, this girl, that girl. Maybe you don't have to answer the phone. Hopefully I turned the answering machine off because it doesn't shut off on my new phone. It's really aggravating. And then I drive everybody nuts because they got to listen to my phone messages. But this is good for our money. Could be new jobs. Could be new partnerships because it is material plane. But there is support for it, with this too. And the card under it is the Three of Pentacles. And they just said, look at that card, Frankie. And it's a Three of Pentacles, and that's the artesian people coming to us, asking for our wise, our wisdom, our advice, our help. Maybe friends, maybe managers are watching us, Maybe the other person in our life is saying, you need to make the choice, or I'm going to back out. Maybe we really want to be with that person. The way these cards are laying here, we might want to take some time, because we have two major arcana in this reading, Libra, and this is the Hermit. And the Hermit card, I always think the star, the light in there, is a pentacle. Maybe I'm just money oriented this month, but I do it a lot. The Hermit is our internal guidance system. Now the Hermit can be doing this, knocking on our door and saying, come on in, Libra, I want to tell you something. This is what your next step is, and we're ignoring them. But we know it's there. Sometimes with this card, maybe we need to take a little time to make a choice or decision that feels right within us, that we can commit to, that comes from that depth of the presence that abides within us, right? And our divine wisdom. That's what the Hermit is. The Hermit is our guiding light from within, our intuitive guidance system that's calling to us to sit down and listen. When we sit with the Hermit energy, and I believe Hermit is Virgo too, Virgo energy. Maybe it might be a Virgo type personality can help us make this proposal or commitment or a choice. But basically with the Hermit, it comes down to, what do I feel is right for me? And when I come from the Hermit, when I come from this energy, the Hermit, I can make commitment. There will be support for me in the earth plane. So the spiritual advice will help me in the physical world if I will take time and listen. A lot of us don't. These days things get so hectic at work or with relationships. There's a lot of chaotic vibration in the earth plane right now. and a lot of change happening, you know, all over. So think of it as the trickle down theory, Libra. You know, whatever happens up there in the higher echelon, you know, whether it's work or love relationships, you know, career matters, maybe entrepreneur, maybe I'm juggling, you know, the two jobs because I want to take off and do it and wing it and do it on my own. I'm going to be able to, you know, but it's going to come from that internal guidance, because our next card here is another major arcana. And if you think about it, it's the 8, the strength card. And in this 2 of Pentacles is the affinity symbol. These pentacles are attached. So when I look at this strength card, I'm seeing that infinity symbol for us this month, where we are creating that magic, that balance on the earth plane. We have this card. It means that we have come up and above through trials and tribulations. So all of the things that have happened to us in our life that maybe made us feel out of balance, and, you know, like, I never do it. Remember what that first message was? We will be unwisely reckless if we don't make the adjustments. So use our wisdom and our strength with this card, because whatever we came through, and I'm saying it this way because of the next card, whatever's going on, whatever we came through, we are getting what it is we want and choose now through building this strength, our own determination, our own hard work, our own maybe willingness to put in the hours and the time, you know. And maybe if it's a choice in love, our 2 of Pentacles card, maybe whatever it is that we went through told us, this time I'm not jumping in first with both feet. I'm going to really, really think things through because of lessons learned. With the strength card, when we make, you know, the choices and decisions, you know, and take the lessons that we got from this card, God, we can do anything, Libra. And we are in really excellent shape. You know, maybe we had a health challenge and it sat us down and we went within. And through that health challenge, we grew in strength, determination, and maybe like, nothing's stopping me now. It's not going to happen. I've learned, you know, I'm committed to what I'm going to do for myself now, you know. And like I said, if it was a bad relationship and I was so damn flexible at work or within relationships that it was just killing me off, this strength card saying, guess what, Libra? I have the strength, the determination, the will, power to move forward and past everything and anything. Because I think, you know, I don't care, maybe some people went through 2017 and said, you know, that was easy peasy, you know, and most of us didn't. Let me just put it point blank. Most of us didn't. That was one of the more erratic years that I've ever seen in my life. And believe me, Libra, I've been on the earth plane way long time, you know. So you might want to think about it, because our next card here is the 3 of Swords. But what I'm noting in this card, first and foremost, it's not a pretty card. It just breaks your heart, doesn't it? What I'm noting here is, look at those black clouds above it, but look at the light shining around that heart. I hope I got the glare off of there for you. There's blood on this tip of the sword that went straight through my heart, you know, but these two aren't. Neither of these are. There's the cloud, here's the light. Sometimes this card can be a card of separation and divorce. You know, it can be a card of betrayal. It can be a card of third-party situations. maybe someone I thought that was committed to me wasn't. So I've seen this card a lot of times and I don't know why this is flashing in my head, but so it must be for one of you, like when I really trust my friend and they end up with my partner, you know. So I think that's a more singular message for some of us. Or this can be a friend broke my heart, a friend betrayed me, those kind of situations. But through it, I learned, I grew, I found better situations for myself. So if this is in love or whatever, or let's say I lost my job and I was busting my butt, you know, giving my company all the support, all my wisdom, everything I'm throwing into work, and they say, oh, well, you're going to be laid off with the rest of them. Instead of keeping me and I'm doing 4 people's job, they lay me off and I find out they had to hire 4 people to take over my job. It's those kind of things, being as these are general readings, or it can be, and for a lot of us, it will be the lessons learned. That's why we have the strength to make the right choice this time and use the Hermit energy appropriately, and we will come out of this with the support, the strength, the perhaps the skills I was acquired at my old job. I'm doing 4 people's jobs, things that I didn't even know I could do. With the Hermit, we pull strength from within. This strength card and the Hermit, we pull up talents, skills, abilities we didn't even know we had when we have this with it. That's exactly how it feels, and I know we are going forward, because there is our word support. So be a little flexible in the thinking. We're good at that. Always think that scales of balance in Libra, that general overall, we want everyone to be happy and we like things beautiful. And it's like, honey, where do you want to go to dinner? No, honey, where do you want to go? No, honey. It's like, good gravy, somebody make a decision. This type of energy this month, we may be required to adjust, and we may not like it, but we will do it so we don't make or do unwisely reckless things. If we take the advice, we do it. We're supported. We can make the commitment before moving into a new relationship. Sometimes we've got our last card here is the Page of Pentacles. Now it can be male or female, it can be an immature energy, since these are general readings. It could be, it will be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So we got Virgo energy in the Hermit, Virgo energy in here also. So think maybe it's that type of personality. But they call this the card of the scholar, where they're so intent on what they're learning or what they're reading or what. Remember that thing, maybe some of us are making a proposal and people are actually listening to us this month. So with this, it's the scholar with the book in their face, although it be a computer nowadays, that walks directly into the wall and knocks herself out cold because they're so set on what they're going to do. Pentacles are money, new job, new influence. If it's not a person in our life, it can be the new partner. If it was a bad partnership, because we have that 2 of Pentacles energy, it can be me going to, or me dumping that old partner energy because of the 3 of Swords there, getting away from it. But I got to tell you, if it's not a person, in our lives, it could be a kid energy, and maybe they did something stupid that broke our heart, and we just found out about it. School I think is almost out now for most of us, because, well, yeah, that would be this month. Or if it was a college kid, they would be already probably home from school or getting ready to get home, and we found out they were a pain in the butt, and now we're kicking them out to go do the job or something, because they're being immature, and we supported them the whole time. But it's this kind of energy, if it's not a person, means we're going to do really good financially. Even if basically we're coming in, even for those of us that are coming in at a beginning level, like salaries or whatever, we would be promoted very rapidly or get raises rapidly. Maybe it's a 30-day thing. We start the job, 30 days we get a nice little chunk of change, to move us forward, or health benefits. But if it's a situation on the financially wise, make a choice. If it is in career, something, make the choice, make the commitment. There's support to bring us forward with it. We are actually, with the Page of Pentacles, probably wise beyond our years. Our wisdom's very usable. What we have within and the strength we built, our internal guidance system with the Hermit card, it's on. It's on. What do you guys always write me? Spot on. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what that means. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think it means, oh, that fit. I think that's what it means. I'm really not computer literate at all, guys. Anyhow, it just feels like, even with that Three of Swords, I'm really not worried. I'm not worried at all. Whatever us Libras are doing this month, we are going for it. And that's the end of that. With that word depth there, just remember, if you get hit with any kind of crazy or radical change type situation, know it's for the best. And yeah, you're going to make an adjustment. Remember, make the adjustment. Remember to make the adjustment, because instead of unwisely being reckless, which can cause us to make decisions that are not supported, or use that energy unwisely, and that, with that Three of Swords there, is a no-no. We'll want to take the really deep breath, and actually with this card, continue working hard, make the choice, and also, I think because it's long-term, looking at these long-term benefits that are going to be really rewarding to us, I really like it. I like the way the spread is. A lot of us, that Three of Swords is lessons learned, Whoops, I'm home. What is it you want to make the choice? You can't make these cards up, Libra, honest to God. What is it you need to do to make the choice that you can commit to, that you feel supported by, that you feel is using your wisdom, that you can be flexible with? What's that decision? Our angel card is ask. Ask. They always say that. I ask all the times. I don't think Spirit hears me, because I have this thing, or listens to me. Me, Frankie, I hear things and it goes, but if I sit down and listen, I know what you said. Kind of funny, but true. So when I'm praying, I always ask that. I say, thank you so much for hearing my call, and thank you so much for listening to it, because I'm afraid maybe Spirit's like me. I don't think so, though. It says, ask us to help you in this situation. This is hard to read in here. The light's weird, and this is light blue. It says, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We were governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. That's a really good card with that Hermit and strength there. You couldn't ask for better for this month, Libra. Let me find it here for you. I should be able to. It's the very first one. No, not quite. It says, this card serves as a reminder to ask your angels for help more often. Ask your hermit for help too. The angels can help you with any and all areas of your life, including bringing your ideas, courage, faith, confidence, including bringing you ideas, faith, confidence, courage, and clarity. Clarity is really important right now. They can also help with material needs such as money, time, health, and vitality. We have 2 pentacles in here. Ask for whatever you need. Instead of complaining, ask for help. Ask the people in your life to help you and delegate. Us Libras aren't real good at delegating. Hire others to assist you. Request help from your angels for everything, no matter how small or how large. We got it, Libra. Well, Libra, that's our reading for June. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one. I don't get a lot of time to get back to you or to write back to you, but I read them all, and I really appreciate them. And if anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information is down below at the website, or if you want to set an appointment with me, all the information to be able to do that is over there at the website. And for all of you I've met through doing the YouTube readings for 2 whole years now, and to everybody I've met through doing readings for 29 years, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a joy, and a privilege to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.